Transformers Legacy RC is fine. But what if she were red? That's right, I went ahead and picked up G2 Universe Road Rocket over at the Hasbro Pulse. This arrived today. And the box, I gotta admit, box looks really nice. I love the look of it, the Speedia logo up here in the corner. And the overall aesthetic is really good. And that artwork is just so good. Yeah, box is nice. The only thing I don't like is, well, it looks like the motorcycle has had an accident inside the box. I get what they're going for. I really do. But it looks like the motorcycle has crashed inside the box. The figure is held into the box with these two paper ties, and then there is a plastic twist tie on the front of the motorcycle, and there is a third tie holding the front of the motorcycle to the motorcycle. And then behind, we've got a little paper baggie with its accessories. The Road Rocket's motorcycle mode is the same as RC's motorcycle mode, but the red works incredibly well here. The blue clear plastic in the front is fine, and then the red across the figure is good. The only issue is the front of the motorcycle mode is all black with the clear plastic then at the very front, and that black is painted red, and of course, as usual, the red here at the front is not the same red that the figure is cast in. I don't know what to say about that other than I'm getting real sick and tired of them doing that, but there's nothing I can do about it. Accessory-wise, it comes with the same weird hubcap thing that RC came with, but this time the throwing star is actually painted. Yes, did you know there was a little throwing star molded into RC's weapon? You do now. They didn't paint it on RC, they did here. It splits apart and then pegs into either the sides of the vehicle mode, like so, or on the back of the vehicle mode, which would be the world's most dangerous sissy bar. Yeah, that looks painful. Yeah, that would hurt. And because nobody asked, yes, RC can technically ride Road Rocket, and vice versa. Now, there are pictures out there that show that Road Rocket is the perfect scale and size for a 3.5-inch G.I. Joe figure, which, unfortunately, I don't have, so darn it. Anyway, transformation starts with coming to the sides and unpegging the sides of the motorcycle, and then pulling the entire front of the motorcycle off, and then you can come up and pull the entire wheel assembly off, and then you have the rest of the bike mode, which, again, this mold, I really don't like the fact that you have to take all of that apart in order to transform it. You don't technically have to, but if you lose any of that stuff, you're out of a motorcycle. Come to the back and flip up the legs a little bit, and then split the rear tire and spread the legs apart, and that will then allow you to grab the entire torso or entire crotch section and pull it up. Come to the back of the bike, split that apart to form the arms, then take the entire leg section, turn it around 180 degrees, and then fold the crotch section up and snap it into place, and flip up the crotch panel. Then come to the legs, bring them down, fold the wheels out, and flip up the shins, and they will snap into place, and then flip out the toes. Then come down to the shoulders and pull them up and snap them into place. And then take the backpack and accordion it down into the back and turn it 100 around and fold it down. And then, well, fold the arms up, or the forearms up, and then reattach the kibbles and bits to her back. Road Rocket's robot mode looks pretty good. It's a solid robot mode. The red and the black and the blue all work incredibly well. The only thing I'm not thrilled about is the face. The thing I don't like about the face is the blue doesn't pop out as much. In the pictures, the blue mouth guard pops out quite a bit, but in person, it's much too dark. And I'm curious. I don't think those are the same shades of blue. I think that's more purple than what's on the forearms or on the legs. But I can't argue with the figure's light piping. The light piping is excellent. Posability of the figure is the exact same as RC. Head is on a ball joint, though it is more limited than RC's because Road Rocket's head's bigger. Ball joint in the shoulder, swivel just beneath that, bend at the elbow. Fists are articulated on a swivel. There is limited torso articulation. Double hinge joint at the hips, swivel at the thigh, bends at the knees, and then feet. There are rockers here, but they don't have much in terms of outward movement, but lots of movement inwards. So that means you can pull off a good number of poses with Road Rocket. Something with Road Rocket to be wary of. It suffers from the same issue that RC does, as the actual joint here, or the back part of the leg, I should say, lower leg that is, it has a tendency to come unpegged very easily. In fact, it doesn't even peg in on the right. It does slightly peg in on the left, and yeah, it just comes off way too easily, and these feel flimsy. They just do. They feel real flimsy. The throwing star is also supplementary to the wheel weapon that can be wielded in this mode, or in robot mode, like that. I still think that is a terrible weapon. One last thing before we finish up is the battle mode, quote unquote. Open this up and then plug it in so it's pointing up like this so that you can pull off the character's G2 look. And the way you do that is take the motorcycle front, just push it down, and there's a big old hole behind the head at the neck, and you push that in, and there you go. That's it. I will admit, that does make the figure look a lot better, but it's still not a great mold. At the end of the day, Road Rocket is fine, and RC is fine. They're not the best figures in the Legacy line. They are definitely not my favorites. There are plenty of folks out there that love this mold, and great. I'm glad that they like this mold. I unfortunately am not one of them. I kind of regret picking up Road Rocket, but I did anyway. So folks, let me know what you think of this figure down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you all next time.